What do you think happens in a narcissist's head when you leave them, or when they are done using you? Most people believe they just move on to the next person and never think about you ever again. That is absolutely not the case. In reality, they become more obsessed with you than ever. They just make sure you cannot see it. How do I know? From countless conversations I have had with narcissists during what I call accidental sessions, listening to how they obsessively bring up their exes long after the relationship has ended. When a narcissist discards you, you may think they have erased you from their life. You may think they have truly moved on. But the truth is they carry you in their mind far more than they would ever dare to admit. And it's not about losing you as a person. They care about losing the utility you brought into their life. The regret is disguised in the smallest, strangest behavior that we are going to talk about today. I'm Samir, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. In this episode, we are going to uncover 5 undeniable signs a narcissist regrets losing you, even if they try to hide it. Sign number 1, comparing new partners to you. The first sign is they compare their new partner to you every day, quietly resenting the fact that they have been duped by their own choice. One of the clearest, yet most hidden signs is in how they silently measure their new partner against you. They will not admit it to anyone, but deep down they feel tricked. When they moved on, they expected someone better, someone easier, someone who would make them feel even more powerful. But reality rarely delivers that fantasy. In private, they may notice small things their new partner does not do the way you did. It could be the way you handled a crisis, the way you made decisions, or the way you made them feel important. Now they are stuck with someone who cannot fill those gaps. This creates a kind of resentment that eats at them, but instead of owning it, they bury it under constant comparison. The irony is, they once made you feel you were never enough. But when you are gone, and they realize they cannot recreate what you gave them, you suddenly become the standard they measure others against. And every day their new partner falls short, their regret grows. Even if they would rather choke than say it out loud. Sign number 2, you are always on their mind. You are always in their mind. Whether it is through a smear campaign, prying for updates from mutual friends, or posting revenge pictures with their new supply, a narcissist's mind is a battlefield of control, and you are still in the center of it. They may launch a smear campaign, spreading rumors about you, twisting the truth, or outright lying. You know how it works. This is not just to damage your reputation, though. It is also to keep you in play emotionally. They want you to feel their presence even when you are apart. This is called energetic introjection. If they're not smearing you, they may be digging for updates through mutual friends. They may frame it as innocent curiosity, but it is really about monitoring your life, who you are seeing, where you are going, how you are doing without them. They may even react with subtle jabs or passive-aggressive comments based on what they hear. Then there is the most obvious one, posting pictures with their new partner that seem too staged to be real. These are not happy snapshots. These are strategic uploads designed to provoke you into reacting. It's all about getting you to think about them, and in doing so, they reveal that they cannot stop thinking about you. Sign number 3, displaying old gifts and belongings. They wear old gifts, jewelry, and belongings from you in a calculated display. They post them online for you to see. You would think that when someone is done with you, they would remove all traces of you from their life. But a lot of narcissists don't do it. They will intentionally wear or display things you gave them, and they will make sure those things are visible to the world. It could be a piece of jewelry, clothing, or even an item that has no real value except that it came from you. They will take pictures with it, post it online, and act like it is just another part of the day. But it's a silent way of saying, I still have a part of you, without actually having to speak to you. The deeper layer here is about ownership. Narcissists see people and relationships as commodities, as things to possess. By keeping and flaunting something you gave them, they keep a thread of connection alive on their terms. It is their way of showing you that no matter how far you think you have gone, they still have something that ties you to them. Sign number 4, using children as informants. They train your children to become their informants, gathering every detail about your life on the guise of casual conversation. This is really painful and deeply manipulative because children are involved. A narcissist sees your children as tools to keep control over you intact. They will not directly ask invasive questions, at least not always. Instead, they will turn everyday conversations with your children into information-gathering missions. It may start with seemingly innocent questions. What did you and mom do this weekend? Or, did dad have anyone over? On the surface, it looks like a parent showing interest, right? But over time, it becomes clear they are piecing together a picture of your life that has nothing to do with parenting and everything to do with surveillance. The saddest part is how this puts the children in the middle. It forces them to carry messages, deliver updates, and sometimes even feel guilty for sharing or not sharing. This kind of manipulation does not just keep the narcissist connected to your life. It also sows confusion and loyalty conflicts in children, which can take years to undo. Unfortunately, when a narcissist regrets losing you, they will still want access to your private world. And if the only bridge left is through the children, they will use it without any hesitation. Sign number 5, showing up at your events. They deliberately show up at events where you will be present, then twist the narrative to claim you are the one trying to reconnect. If the narcissist finds out where you will be, whether it is through social media, mutual friends, or community events, they will show up acting like it's a coincidence, but it's not. Their real aim is twofold. First, to provoke a reaction from you. They want to see if you will approach them, avoid them, or look uncomfortable. Second, to control the story afterwards. If they can twist it so that others believe you are the one trying to reconnect, they get to keep the upper hand in the narrative. What makes this so insidious is that it forces you into a defensive position. Even if you did nothing to invite them, the way they frame it can make you look like the one chasing them. And that is exactly the image they want to project, to cover up their own inability to stay away from you. Conclusion: recognizing the signs and reclaiming control. To bring it all together, when a narcissist regrets losing you, they will never say it directly. Admitting regret would mean admitting fault, vulnerability, and guess what? Oh, if you know what TV is like,
A total loss of control. Those are things their fragile ego cannot handle. So instead, the regret seeps out through actions that look strange or petty on the surface, but carry a much deeper meaning when you understand the dark, even evil psychology behind them. Every comparison they make, every rumor they spread, every calculated post, every manipulation of your children, and every sudden appearance is part of the same pattern. It is their way of staying tethered to you without openly admitting that you mattered more than they wanted you to believe. But the thing you need to understand is, once you can see these signs for what they are, they lose their power. You can recognize them as the desperate attempts they really are, not as proof of your worth or your failure. And when you stop giving them the reaction they are fishing for, you reclaim the very control they're trying to claw back from you. With that, let's bring this episode to an end. Let me know in the comments what your experiences are. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin.